last will and testament about Veda M. Stansberry. I'm going to go to the signature page and ask you if that's her signature on that document.
Yes.
And after the date she made this will on March 16th of 2011, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. McCall.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Stansberry, we had an opportunity to review this proof of death and other facts earlier, didn't we?
Yes.
And all this information is true and correct?
Yes.
And that's your signature, you signed this?
Yes.
And we also need to sign your oath to faithfully perform your duties as the executor. You can sign that right there.
That's what I just signed.
No, this is the proof you just signed.
Okay.
This is the oath right here. Okay.
I'm not used to writing this name. We just signed it for PC.
The oath is notarized, Your Honor.
What about the proof?
It's notarized.
Okay, very good. All right. Mr. Stansberry, I have signed the order admitting Mrs. Stansberry's will to probate and authorizing the clerk to issue letters testamentary. Mr. McCall will get you those letters as soon as he's e-filed those documents with the county clerk. That's what will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. If you'd please make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of the estate, because he has 90 days from today to file an inventory with the court. I'm so very sorry for your loss, and I hope everything goes well, Mr. Stansberry. You take care of yourself now.
Thank you, Judge.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Belinda,
That's Judge Panic.
we're right here.
That's my envelope. I don't know if you
Turn
need
it
it.
down. This judge is gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit about over there. Yeah. Sorry, that's all right. Nothing to be done. What's that? That's a bag.
Is he gonna talk to us? Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Yes, he is.
Good morning, Ms. Garrett.
Good morning.
If I could get you to raise your right hand, please.
Raise your right hand. We'll swear you in.
I have to hold it up. I had
yeah.
surgery.
That's
Do you
okay,
solemnly
isn't it?
swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the true self you got?
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, be careful. If she doesn't hear me, I'll be happy to repeat myself, but we can't coach.
Yeah, no, I won't do that. She did. She was just thinking about it.
Swear to tell the truth, Miss Geringer?
Will you tell the truth, Miss Garen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Geringer, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Mr. Jack Geringer. Is that his will?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm gonna go back to the signature page. And is that his signature on that document?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he made this will on August 1st of 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever revoke it or amend it after that day?
No, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Ms. Binkowitz.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and I have talked about probating the will, and that is what we're here to do today. And a few items of information have to be verified by you to the court. This proof of death and other facts we sent to you several weeks ago, and you and I have talked about it. And as far as you know, all of the facts on here, which talk about Jack and his age and where he lived, are true and correct.
Yes.
Okay. It also appoints you as executor of the estate, And is there any legal reason why you think you would not be able to serve? Not that you don't, I know you probably don't want to, but is there any legal reason why you'd be prohibited from serving?
No,
Okay, thank you.
not that I know of.
Well, that's what we asked. What you know of.
Do you have a notary public there?
Yes, we do.
Okay, if you will go ahead and sign your proof, Mrs. Geringer. You can just let.
Just want to let you see.
Ms. Binkowitz.
You sign right here, Grace.
I need to sign Grace E because I usually sign my signature
Yes.
with Grace
If
Garrett.
it's Grace E, let's do what's on there.
Okay.
Probably how you sign your will.
And then also the oath.
That's what I was looking for. Here's one. Can she sign the oath, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
That's saying that you will be a good executor and do what's required by law. Okay.
All notarized?
She's getting it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm signing the order admitting the will for probate, and Mrs. Geringer, Ms. Binkowitz will be able to get you your letters that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Please make sure that you cooperate with her in getting a listing of the assets of Mr. Geringer's estate, because she had 90 days to file an inventory with the court, okay? All right, well, you
Okay.
have a great rest of your week, and let us know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good morning. See, Pop? No, thanks.
Testing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
Are you Autumn Nicole Rosemont?
Yes,
Okay, if you would raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Rosemont, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Odell Johnson Jr. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to the signature page. And ask you if that's his signature on that document.
Yes, that is.
Okay, and after the date he made this will on April 20th of 2020, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No.
All right, go right ahead, Mr. Gibson.
Okay, Judge. Will the court allow us to file the notarized proof of loss, proof of death after the hearing? Because my notary had an accident today. Is there any problem with
that's
that? Okay.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is Ms. Rosemont, have you read the proof of death and other facts?
Yes,
Okay, is everything in there true and correct and within your personal knowledge?
that is correct. Yes.
Okay, is there any reason that you're disqualified by law from acting as executrix of this estate?
No.
Okay, if you will make arrangements to go into Mr. Gibson's office and to sign the proof of death and other facts as well as your oath, he'll then be able to e-file that with the county clerk in Jefferson County. Once he does that, you'll be able to get letters testamentary. Those
Okay.
letters will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate if you need to deal with real estate title companies, financial institutions, insurance companies, whatever the case may be. Please make sure that you cooperate with Mr. Gibson in getting him a listing of the assets of your father's estate.
Okay.
This is your father, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Because he has 90 days from the day I signed the order to file an inventory with the court, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, I hope everything goes well. Y'all let us know if you need anything.
We'll get that e-filed as soon as possible, Your Honor.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Teresa, I just say my video order.
I'm sorry? I just checked the video. What does it say?
You can release your video order here.
I have no idea. But I've already checked the audio and the video. It should be good.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, Mrs. McMahon, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Mrs. McMahon, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Mr. John E. McMahon. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, I do.
And I'm going to go back to the signature page and ask you if that's his signature on that document.
Yes, sir.
And after the date he made this will on March 24th of 2011, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Miss Gregory.
Okay. You're Anna McMahon,
Yes.
Anna L. McMahon. You had the opportunity to read the proof of death and other facts before you came to court this morning, and all of those statements are true and correct.
Yes.
Is that true? And you're asking the court today to appoint you as the independent executrix of the estate of John McMahon. Is that correct?
Yes.
Get you to sign the proof of death right there. Okay, and sign the oath. Judge, we have notarized the proof of death, and we have notarized the oath.
All right, Mrs. McMahon, I'm so very sorry for your loss. I've signed the order admitting the will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary that'll give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Mrs. Gregory is going to e-file those documents you just notarized that you executed with the county clerk. When she does that, she'll get you your letters. so that you can deal with whoever you need to deal with to show that you are the representative of the estate. Please make sure that you cooperate with her in getting her a listing of the assets of the estate, because she has 90 days from today to file an inventory with the court. But I hope everything goes well, and y'all let us know if there's anything you need. Just give us a holler.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Y'all take
Judge. Have a good day.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ritchie. If you'll give me just a minute, please.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Wilkerson.
Good morning.
All right, let's see here. All right, Mr. Wilkerson, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Jerry Alfred Wilkerson. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, I do.
And I'm going to go back to the signature page and ask you if that's his signature on that document.
That is his signature.
Okay, and after the date he made this will on March 7th of 2012, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Ritchie.
You've taken some of my questions, Judge. Mr. Wilkerson, have you read the proof of death form that we filed with the court?
I have, yes.
Your Honor, do you want me to hold it up to show him, or it's the last document I provided him?
No, he says he read it. As long as he testifies that it's true and correct and within his personal knowledge, I'm good.
Yes, Mr. Wilkerson, is the proof of death form that we filed with the court true and correct and within your personal knowledge?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, I don't have any other testimony from the witness.
Okay,
That's all I've got.
I take it, Mr. Wilkerson, that you do not have a notary public with you there.
No.
Okay, so you're going to make arrangements with Mr. Ritchie to execute that proof before a notary public. He will then e-file that with the county clerk. When he does that, I'll sign the order admitting your father's will to probate as a muniment of title, and then he'll direct you through the rest of the process. But I hope everything goes well, and y'all let us know if you need anything.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Take care now.
Thank you.
Mr. Lewis Martin.
I had mine Friday. Sorry, I thought I would be ready. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Is that the amended?
it is. It's the
proof?
amended, yeah, it's the amended proof.
It's the amended oath.
Great, thank you.
And then the current corrected order.
Okay. I think the judge has this, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Did you file
Not yet.
that
No, I just got it from him.
order, that, okay.
The consents?
Consents.
Yeah, I just got it from him. Yeah.
I like having you in the building. If you want to come back anytime, just.
I work the other side of the freeway.
Oh, man. You're welcome to post up here anytime.
He's about to retire on this though, so we won't get him much longer.
Well, good.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Judge, before you get started, I have an announcement to give you. We have a couple of other beneficiaries of the will. They're brothers, and I've talked to them today. They are signing consents to independent administration. You already have a consent from one brother, the one that was named to serve behind mom. But the other two brothers, I've talked to them. In fact, one of the guys has already sent it to me. But I just got it, so I hadn't got a chance to file it. So just wanted to let you know that those were coming and those are going to get filed.
All right, Ms. Matthews, I see you live in Fort Natchez.
Yes,
I'm trying to figure out where Dinah Street is.
and keep the states.
Oh,
You know me.
I can't see
Oh, you
on
can't
this,
see.
but I mean, that's right behind my house. So,
I taught your daughter in 4th and 5th grade too at Port Neches Elementary. That's how long ago. I miss Matthews.
wow. Well, good morning.
Morning.
If I could raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God? Okay, now I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Lewis Martin Matthews Sr. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to go back to the signature page and ask you if that's his signature on that document.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and after the date he made this will on August 10th of 2006, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, he didn't.
All right, go right ahead, Mr. Brinkley.
Hey, Matthews, I've put before you a document called the amended proof of death and other facts. You've had a chance to review that document, is that correct?
Yes.
And is everything on there true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, if you could go ahead and sign that document.
Okay, Mr. Brinkley, if you can go ahead and e-file those, but I'll wait and sign the order whenever I've received the other consents, okay?
Got it. Yes, sir.
I didn't know I put my.
You're fine. You're good there. And that's it, Judge. We've got the amended proof of death signed, and she's signing the oath now.
All right. So once those have been e-filed along with the consents, then I will sign the order admitting the will.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Clerk to issue letters of administration. Those letters will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate if you need to deal with financial institutions or real estate title companies. I take it your mom is incapacitated?
Yes.
And so you've got the power of attorney for her, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, he'll guide you through the process, and I know he'll do a good job. Please let us know if there's any way we can help, but I hope everything goes well.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Is our audio on, Judge?
It is.
Good, thank you.
Your video.
Okay. Got to get you in this picture, okay, so he can see you. There we go.
Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good. Are you Latham Moore Jr.?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Moore, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
So help me God. It is true.
Okay, Mr. Moore, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Ella Trotty Moore. Do you recognize that as being her will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to go back to the signature page and ask you if that's her signature on that document.
That's her signature.
And after the date she made this will on November 11th of 1977, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir. Not that I
Okay.
know of.
Mr. Evans?
All right. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Mr. Moore. You're Latham Moore Jr.,
Correct.
and you're here to probate the will of Ella Trotty Moore, your mother, as what we call a muniment of title. Is that
Yes,
correct?
That's right.
And you understand that to do that, the court will recognize the will as being the last will, but will not appoint you as representative of the state. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have before you a document called the Proof of Death and Other Facts, and have you gone through that with me before the hearing?
Right.
Okay. And it describes that she died back in June of 2000 in Jefferson County, Texas, and that this was her residence, and you've identified the will. That's her last will and testament.
Right.
And is the proof of death and other facts correct?
Everything's correct.
Okay. Can you sign it in front of Judge Brannick?
Will do.
Are you a notary, Mr. Evans?
Yes, I will notarize it.
Okay.
I need to.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I have for Mr. Moore. I'm going to present a witness, Mr. Volry, next, Judge.
Right ahead.
Okay, y'all switch places.
All right, Mr. Volry, if you could raise your right hand, please.
Yes.
You solemnly affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Evans.
Okay, you're Lester Volry III,
Yes.
and you reside here in Beaumont.
Yes, I do.
And do you know the decedent, Ella Trotty Moore, that we're probating a will of in this case?
Yes, I do.
How did you know Miss Ella Trotty Moore?
Well, they lived 2.5 blocks from my house back when I was growing up as a kid. Also, my grandmother went there and got her hair done. And separately, we worked together at the school when I was a kid.
Okay, so Ms. Moore had a family. Were you more Latham Moore's age?
Yes, well, I'm under Latham, but I'm more his age.
But the families knew each other.
Yes.
And you would visit over in Ms. Moore's house.
Yes, I did.
And she had a hair salon in her house.
We're in the back.
Way back then?
In the back of the house.
Back of the house, and your mom went over there.
No, my grandmother.
Grandmother went over.
My grandmother
Okay.
raised me.
And then later on, you worked in the school and you were there as well?
Yes, they had a program called the CETA program. And her father was over the people that was hired to do the janitorial work. And through the CETA program, I got a job doing maintenance.
Okay. Did you stay acquainted with Ms. Moore during her lifetime?
Well, I stayed acquainted with her up until when I left Beaumont in 1967. And I came back here in 74. I went and visited her a time or two.
Okay. You're familiar with her family.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
So the point here today is to talk about who her family is, her heirs. And was she divorced from her husband, Mr. Latham Moore?
At the time, we didn't get into their business, but I know he wasn't there, but Lace and I, we were friends.
Okay, and you know Latham Moore Jr.,
almost
her son. And the ultimate question is, did she have any children other than Latham Moore Jr.?
No.
So that's he's her only child.
Only child.
Okay, that's all I have, Judge.
All righty.
Can you sign this? He needs to sign the statement of facts. Is it true and correct, the statement of facts?
Yes.
Okay, can you go ahead and sign it?
Sure can.
All right, if y'all need anything else, just let me know, Mr. Evans.
Thank you, Judge.
Those, and we'll get you, if you need a certified copy of the order admitting the will to probate as a muniment of title, just let the clerk know and we'll get those taken care of.
Thank you, Judge.
Y'all have a good week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now we can switch these seats.
Mr. Mayo has two. We do love it, I guess.
Good morning. Can you hear me, Mr. Dowd? Okay, you're muted.
How about now?
Morning, Your Honor. Oh, let me unmute myself.
Can y'all hear me? Thomas, I can hear you.
I can hear you, Mr. Dowd.
Okay, great. Okay.
Okay, have you got Lovett first, Mr. Mayo?
Yes, sir, I do.
Good morning.
Okay, looks like on Lovett, we've got Vicky and Rodney Barnett as the witnesses and Leela Parrish Goins as the applicant.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, if I can only see two of the witnesses, is there any way we can get all three of them in the?
Can you, yeah, let's see. We're gonna sort of scoot around here. Sorry. This is Mr. Barnett, Miss Barnett, and Miss Goins. He's getting in the. Is that better?
That's better.
All right.
The witnesses will raise their right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this charge to be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Go right ahead.
All right, Mrs. Goins, I placed in front of you the proof of death and other facts. And Mr. Levitt was your brother, correct?
Yes.
And he died March 18th of 2020.
Yes.
And the proof of death and other facts, you've reviewed that
Yes.
and everything's true and correct?
Yes.
All right. And Your Honor, I'm going to wait to get everyone to sign when I get my notary in here at one time. Is that okay with you?
That'll be just fine, Mr.
Okay.
Mayo.
Thank you, Judge. And Mrs. Barnett, what's your first name?
Vicky.
All right. You reviewed the statement of facts of the witness.
I do.
Is everything true and correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that Mrs. Goins and Mr. Lovett, the deceased brother, are the only heirs you're aware of.
Right.
He didn't have any natural born children or adopted children. Is
Not
that
that I know
correct?
of.
All right. And then so the statement of facts is true and correct.
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Barnett, placed in front of you is a statement of facts of witness. Have you reviewed that?
Yes.
Is everything true and correct?
Yes.
And are you aware that Mr. Lovett, the deceased, had any children adopted or biological?
He had none.
Okay. I'm going to get my assistant in here to sign all that, to notarize all that, and then we'll do the oath. Is that okay, Your Honor?
That will be just fine, Mr. Mayo. Do you have any questions of these witnesses, Mr. Dowden?
I do not, Judge. I'm very comfortable that Mr. Mayo and Ms. Parrish have accounted for all the heirs of Mr. Levitt's estate.
So go ahead and sign, Mrs. I'll go ahead and have you sign first. Y'all go ahead and sign. You're on the second page here, Mrs. Goins. Sign this first, the proof of death. And you can go ahead and sign too. And you too, Mr. Yeah. That's all you gotta do is sign. She'll notarize it and we'll file it. Okay. Sign the oath. Yeah, she signed the oath. Yes, ma'am. All right, that's all signed and notarized, Your Honor, and we'll get it filed. I don't know if you wanted to, if there's anything else you wanted to go over with Mrs. Goins and she will be the independent administrator.
Yes, so Ms. Goins, I will sign the judgment declaring heirship and the order authorizing independent administration of your brother's estate that'll give you legal authority to act on behalf of the estate. Mr. Mayo, once he's e-filed those proofs that y'all just signed and notarized with the county clerk, we'll be able to get you letters of administration, and you can bring those to financial institutions, real estate title companies, insurance companies, just to show that you are the representative of the estate.
Okay.
That way you can marshal the assets of the estate and distribute them in accordance with the terms of the Texas States Code. Please make sure that you cooperate with Mr. Mayo in getting him a listing of the assets of your brother's estate, because he has 90 days from today to file what's called an inventory appraisement and list of claims with the court. And other than that, let us know if there's any assistance that we can be, and we'll be happy to help. I was looking through the documents and see that you live on Range Road and your brother lives in Miami, Florida. I can't think of two more dissimilar addresses.
Well, he's here too, Your Honor.
He's here today. He flew in just for this, so.
Well, I live in Port Neches and it's too big for me, so I can't imagine.
So we
All
thank
right,
you.
y'all have a wonderful week, and we're here to help if you need anything.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Your Honor, my next one, we gotta move them out of the conference room and then move our other ones in. So it'll be just one
Wait for you, Mayo.
Sorry.
Go right ahead. Good morning, Mrs. Ryman.
Good morning.
All right, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Mrs. Ryman, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Mr. Lloyd E. Ryman. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes.
And I'm gonna go back to the signature page and ask you, is that Mr. Ryman's signature on that document?
Yes.
And after the date that he made this will on May 7th of 2019, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Mayo.
All right, Mrs. Ryman. Earlier, you provided us the information and you've reviewed this document that's called the proof of death and other facts. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is everything true and correct on this?
Yes.
All right. I need to go ahead and get you to sign and sign the oath. Let me grab my notary. Sorry, I let her get away. Hey, Misty, I need some notary. I should have just had to stay in here. All right. So you just sign right there, Mrs. Ryman, and she'll notarize it.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, right there. she'll know. And then this is the oath, which basically means you're going to do everything correct and work with us in the court in administering Mr. Ryman's estate.
Okay.
And we'll get that filed, and then you'll get the letters of testamentary, which are like permission slips that say the court gives you permission to speak with banks, things like that.
Okay.
They're gonna be certified, so they're gonna have an embossed stamp.
Yeah. Usually we go downstairs and get them, but we're not in the court. So, all right, Your Honor, she has signed the proof of death and the oath.
All right, Mrs. Ryman, I have signed the order admitting Mr. Ryman's will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. I know that Mr. Mayo is going to guide you through the process, but please make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of your husband's estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court. So I hope everything goes well, and we'll be here to help if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Take care now.
All right, bye-bye. That's it.
This way, maybe.
Good morning. How you doing, Mr. Will?
I'm doing good, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. If I could get Mrs. Duhan to raise her right hand, please.
Raise your right hand, please.
You can bring that camera down just right there. Thank you. All right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Duhan, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Herbert Eugene Duhan Jr. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Recognize that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm going to go back to the signature page. You can put your hand down.
Okay.
All right. Do you recognize, is that Mr. Duhan's signature on that document?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, and after the date he made this will on February 22nd of 2007, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Wells.
Ms. Duhan, you've seen this document, this proof of death and other facts, and everything on here is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also in terms of Mr. Duhan's estate, there were no debts.
No, sir.
Okay, and so you've seen this affidavit and you're going to sign that, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go, Judge.
All right, do you have a notary available there, Mr. Wells?
We do.
Okay, let me know when her signature is notarized.
Okay. Susan, would you come down and Ms. Duhan, you're going to need to sign this in front of Susan.
Okay.
And she is the notary.
Get those files off my desk, please.
Okay, and the other one too.
This is the proof of death.
Mhm.
And you sign it here.
Think we'll go back to in-person hearings, Judge?
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
I like them a lot better in person than over the.
It's a little smoother in person.
It is, and a lot of times, despite the fact that I've asked people not to sign on with iPhones or Galaxy phones, they'll do so, and it creates the technical difficulties.
Oh, man. We're going to have a Zoom trial in about 2 weeks.
Really? What county is it pending in?
It's the Southern District of Texas. It's a Houston case. And one of the federal judges, it's one of the court, no jury. And they're going to do it by Zoom.
I had to be last Wednesday and Thursday at the Capitol, and I've been there almost every week testifying on different bills, and they had always made us go through a tent to either get tested or show that we had been vaccinated, our card, and then you wear a mask in the Capitol. And as of last week, they dispensed with that. No mask, no testing, no nothing.
Oh, man. Well, Judge, we've got these documents signed and notarized, and I'll show them to you.
All right, Mrs. Duhan, I have just signed the order admitting Mr. Duhan's will to probate as a muniment of title. Mr. Wells will guide you through the rest of the process. So he'll be able to get a certified copy of the will and order if you need it for any purpose. But if there's any way we can help, please let us know. But I hope everything goes well, and I'm so very sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Judge. We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
We
Have
can
a
help
great-
you with anything.
Thank you.
Y'all take care now.
Okay. We'll leave the meeting here. We go.
Okay, I'm gonna run and get some coffee.